Hey my babies, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Riahjay, and I'm back with another video. I miss you guys so much. Y'all don't even know. Like, I've been having just some R&R time between me, myself, and I for the past week, and I've just been enjoying myself. I've been going through, well, today's my last day of my period. I've been just living each day a day at a time, and I just needed some time, for me, myself, and I, and to not get on camera and, share with you all just for about a week, because I really needed that time to process everything that's going on within me, everything that's going on around me, everything that's going on in my life, before I can come back to you guys and be stronger, wiser, and better. So I'm back. I'm feeling better, stronger, and wiser, and I really appreciated my downtime. And I have a lot of things to share with you all. So I didn't really know how to come back on camera to y'all. Like, I didn't know I had so many options. I wanted to do this challenge with Wookie. Maybe that'll be coming soon. I also wanted to give y'all a story time to come back to the channel, but it wouldn't be true Riahjay fashion and true, real, raw, authentic Riahjay's reality content if I didn't come back with something that is near and dear to my heart and share with you all my life and what's going on behind the scenes. So before I start, I do want to say I hope all is well, and I hope you all are continuing to stay about happiness, peace, and love, and I hope you all are continuing to stay determined, motivated, and focused. So, and I love you all so much, and thank you all for watching my videos and, being a part of the Riahjay's reality family. Like, I would never leave y'all stranded. I would never leave y'all hanging. I would never leave y'all in the dark. Riahjay is about bringing things to the light. Riahjay is about living your life in true authenticity form. Riahjay's reality is about growth, love, and, so many other things, right? But before further ado, let's get this video started. So in today's video, I'm basically going to be sharing with you all my skin situation that I've been suffering with for a long time. So I want to first give you all the backstory of how I have been living and how things have been affecting me and what I've been going through. And then I'll give you all the facts of the skin condition that I was diagnosed with on January 28th. So basically for all of my life, I thought what I was going through was pretty normal, right? So and I gotta make this quick because y'all know I like to keep my videos 15 minutes, so just bear with me, okay? Thank you, my babies. So around the age of like 14, I got my period when I was, I think, like 13, 14, right? So as I got my period, I think 12, 13, or 4, I can't even remember to the T, but probably like 12, I got my period. And then, I turned 13, and then I turned 14. And y'all know 14 is when I was diagnosed with my genital herpes, right? So around 14 years old, I just began to sweat so much. Like, I would be outside with my friends. I would be in school. Wherever I was at, I would have these fucking profuse sweat events under my arms, and I just thought, like, okay, maybe I'm getting older, maybe this is normal. So life went on. 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, I was diagnosed with HPV. If y'all don't know these situations and stories on my life, you can scroll down and check out those content videos. So I'm having these sweat events, and I'm just thinking these things are normal, my baby. So as time goes on, I realized that I now start getting blackheads under my arms. I start getting blackheads in my pubic area. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? So at this time, y'all know I am dealing with my genital herpes and I'm dealing with my HPV. So I'm thinking that these symptoms and what I'm going through is now a part of these diseases, right? So bear with me, right? So as life goes on, I'm now 19. Life goes on. I'm 19. I'm 20. I'm 21. I now start getting swollen lumps and boils under my arms and on my pubic area. And I'm literally referring to this as my herpes, as this is HPV. And every time I would go to the hospital, I would go to my doctor, my PCP. Nobody would diagnose me with anything. They would just, I would say, I think this is herpes. So they would just continue to prescribe me my Valtrex. Wait, Uki. They would just continue to prescribe me my Valtrex medicine, which is my medicine, my antidepressants for my herpes. So basically, you can say my entire life, I'm thinking that I'm having these lumps and swollen boils under my arms, and I'm having these swollen boils on my pubic area. I'm thinking that these are all a part of my genital herpes or my HPV. That's why if you go ahead and watch that genital herpes video, please forgive me for not knowing that I have Hidradenitis Suppurativa. And this is a chronic skin disease that affects the sweat glands and the hair follicles on your body. So it is mainly known to be in the underarms and the groins. But people can get it all over. There's people that get it on their arms, on their face, on their neck, on their thighs, on their butt. It's a very chronic autoimmune disease, and this is the number 6 painful disease in the world. So back to the story, right? Bear with me. We only got 15 minutes, y'all. So as time goes on, I'm with my ex-fiance, and I'm like, when I met him, I told him that my herpes was I get these boils on my pubic or whatever, and it's crazy because he never judged me or anything. Like, he continued to be with me, but this is not about him. This is about me. So excuse me, Wookie. So he took care of me throughout the 3 years that we were together. Like, he would, like I said, the doctors only prescribed me with the lidocaine, which is cream to put on the boils to make the pain go away. And they would only prescribe me with Valtrex, which is the anti-suppressants that you can take to reduce the outbreaks. So I'm taking these medicines basically for 10 plus years and not knowing that I'm actually I like to call it acne inversion because I can't really pronounce HS. You can call it HS, you can call it the technical term Hidradenitis Suppurativa, or you could call it acne inversion. You can call it anything you want. But I call it acne inversion because, like I said, I can't really pronounce HS. And this is a chronic skin condition that features lumps in places such as armpits and groins. Like I said, anybody can get it anywhere else. It's more common than 200,000 U.S. cases per year. Treatment can help, but this condition can be cured. They haven't found a cure for it yet. It's not contagious. It is not. It requires medical diagnosis, lab tests, or imaging not required. This is chronic. It can last for years or be lifelong. It mostly becomes basically, when you first start getting these, people get this disease all throughout their youth. I hear stories of people who have got it when they are 9 years old, 10, 11. They say that this is genetic and hereditary. My family, nobody in my family, I was told, has had this skin disease. And y'all know my mother's not alive. I don't have any relationships with my father, so I don't know if they had this disease. But I was told that my brother might have this disease because he had a really swollen lump underneath his arm one time. So I don't know if he was diagnosed, but this disease it takes a long time to get diagnosed with this disease. In my situation, I started having these symptoms when I was 14 years old. I am now 25 and I just got diagnosed on January 28th, 2019. And it is more common in women than men, but there is some cases of men. You know, there's lots of men who experience this disease as well. This disease is not about bad hygiene. It is not caused from shaving. It is not about focus on obesity. But if you are not living a healthy lifestyle while you are living with this disease, it can make your symptoms worsen. And when I tell you, my babies, this is the most painful disease that I have ever had. It is, the pain is worse than childbirth. It is literally worse than when I got diagnosed with my genital herpes at the age of 14, and I thought that shit was painful. No, what I deal with, hidradenitis suppurativa, is really, it's really depressing. It causes anxiety. It causes a lot of sadness in someone's life. Like, it causes their dating life to suck. It causes people to isolate themselves due to this disease. It is really heartbreaking, and I'm here to spread more awareness on HS because there's a big community out in the world that have this disease, and then there's some people who have this disease and they don't even know. They just think like, okay, I'm getting a swollen lump underneath my arm every now and again. I'm getting a swollen lump on my groin area every now and again. But how does this disease affect me? Because it has caused me to be depressed multiple times in my life. It causes me anxiety. I don't know if I have it on my face, but I think the doctor, when I went to the dermatologist on January 28th, I think she did see, like, because y'all know in my videos, like, I would have these big ass, ugly ass pimples trying to say hi and shit, and I'm literally thinking that this is pimples. But I come to me and the doctor, actually, I told her that where I get it, I can kind of hide it until it started coming on my face. And that's why, sometimes I do have anxiety and stuff, and then I start picking the scabs. I mean, I've been picking my scabs for my entire life. Even when I was younger, I would fall off my bike and get a scab, and I would pick it. So it's just really unfortunate that I do have this disease on my face, but my main targeted areas where I get it is underneath my arms and on my groin areas. I remember around March, April 2018, I had a big cyst grow, and it can form as cysts. They can be as small as a pea, and they can grow to as large as a baseball. So I remember 2018 around March or April, I had this one boil growing on my groin, and I'm just naturally thinking like, and at this point I'm still comparing it to the herpes because I wasn't diagnosed. I was just diagnosed top of this year. So I'm thinking like, okay, here goes a fucking boil, and I'm calling it an outbreak at this time because I wasn't diagnosed yet. It took me 11 years to be diagnosed with HS, and this is sad. I believe that doctors and medical professions and dermatologists need to study this disease more, and they need to teach it more in medical school or wherever y'all learn about medicine and diseases and, how to diagnose people, because it's sad that nobody has diagnosed me with this disease earlier than 25 years old when I've been having symptoms since I was 14. So I get it under my arms, I get it on my groins. Sometimes I get it on my butt, but I haven't had it not in my butt, but like at the line of my butt crack. I haven't had it on my butt in a really long time. But I realized that for me, because I'm going to hit every point that I'm trying to see. I only got a minute and so left. I realized for me that once I started working out, I now try to eat less dairy. I drink so much water. I try to really cut out sweets, but sweets is really the most weakest part for me because I love to snack here and there. Although I do eat lots of veggies, lots of fruits, drink lots of water, and I work out. Like, I literally lost 10 pounds from 2018, and I'm trying to keep it off, but and I am keeping it off. The most struggle part is for me is my anxiety, the judgment. I can't smoke, I can't shave, I can't drink. It's a lot of things that I can't do. The list of what people who are dealing with HS can do and can eat, and what it doesn't affect is a very short list. But we have to strive to live better and healthier lives. It sucks that we have to live this life with HS, but we have to keep pushing, my babies. I'm here to spread awareness on HS. I'm here to tell my story of I have HS too. Please forgive me, but when I was talking about the swollen boils and stuff in my HPV and my genital herpes video, it was not, I mean, I do have genital herpes and HPV, but I do have HS as well. And it wasn't until January 28th, 2019 that I found out. So I love you all, my baby, so much. Thank you all for watching, and I see you all